kind of passed around. It's kind of a conversation where like the French horn will have it here, and then the flutes have it, and then the trumpets will have a little comment in there, and then the tambourine just seems to drive it the entire time. So up next we have a song called Dunbar Way. It is a clarinet feature, which I am now realizing that a lot of our songs are clarinet features on this concert. So good job, clarinets. You're pulling it off well. Are we good, percussion? All right. So without much ado, we have Dunbar Way. So that was Dunbar Way, and I have to say, I think I've said it like 5 to 10 times in class after we play that song, and I'm just like, oh, that's my favorite. But it's so joyful, and just the clarinets, and then you add everybody else, and it's just fun. So this is a 7th and 8th grade band, also known as the junior high band. They meet either 5 days a week or like 2 or 3, based on if they are in math specialist or if they are in choir, which we share every other day. They've had these songs for a long time. I tend to give out their concert music for the next concert when they're getting really good at their music for the last concert, so they don't get too bored with it. So they've had Abandoned Treasure Hunt, which is our next one, for a very long time. I think I actually might have given them that in September, and I don't think they're sick of it quite yet. So we are going to do Abandoned Treasure Hunt, and then we'll do a switch over to the concert band. So a little bit about that last one. Sometimes when younger groups are in 3, which if you saw me going like this from behind, I guess, that is in 3. It is something that they're really not used to. They get a little bit in 6th grade in their books, but this is probably the very first song that they've done where it's almost entirely in 3 besides the first little section. And something that I actually had them do is they had to sway while they played. So they went da 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 da, which actually helped them. And then I said that if they did it well enough in rehearsal, then they didn't have to do that in the concert, and then they did it well enough in rehearsal. So you missed out on the swaying, but it was pretty good, not gonna lie. In high school, you guys can file in. So like I said before, I only see the junior high either 2 or 3 or 5 days a week. The concert band I see every day. They don't get, well, the opportunity, we'll say, to take another class at the exact same time, which means that I get to spend more time with them. This is also the group that will play at pep band games. So if you go to a sporting event and you hear the pep band playing, it is 99% these guys and maybe 1 or 2 8th graders who have auditioned to play with the pep band will be playing with them. These are also the ones that the jazz band is comprised of, but we have a lot of people who are either out sick or had vacations this week, so we are not having the jazz band perform at this concert. We do have our solo ensemble competition is coming up. So what that includes is the band is split off into their own groups, which they chose, and they get to prepare solos or trios, duets, small ensembles, and they are actually going to be going to MSUM in March and competing or performing in front of judges who are going to critique them and then give them some instruction on how to better it, and then they will get a lovely little piece of paper, and then they're going to have 4 rankings. There is good, fair, excellent, and superior, and I have to brag about them a little bit. We got quite a few superiors last year, so I'm hoping for a repeat performance, but we are going to tune, and then we will get on with our first song for the concert band. So for those of you who may be more well-versed in band rep, because I know all of you are, Percy Grainger is one of the maybe most well-known composers in this day and age. He writes a lot of really good music, and all of these were based more on his folk genre of music. But I encourage you to look up Percy Grainger and listen to his songs. This was actually a medley, I'm sure you noticed, of a bunch of different ones, and you really won't regret spending some time listening to him. Our next one, Harlequin Dance, is a jazzy song, because we don't have the jazz band playing. And it features our lead saxophone player, Annika Cassette, and it has a lot of different things going on. So I hope that you enjoy Harlequin Dance. Trombones also have a really cool part in that, so this might be a little bit of their favorite. Okay. Enough. Well, thank you all for coming and braving the cold and the wind and the snow and coming and supporting your kids and their friends and acquaintances and just the entire music program. We couldn't do it without your support in encouraging your students to continue on into high school and beyond. It really means a lot to both me and my choir counterpart, Mr. Frownings. Thank you to Mr. Strand, who is super supportive of what we do on this wing of the building. Thank you also to Alyssa Nibby with all of her help setting up and working with our schedules. She's the theater director. And then special thanks to Mr. Nibby, Jeff Nibby. He is the go-to person for any questions that we have in the pack. If you have something that you're like, I kind of want to do this, he will make it happen. He has built so many things for the band room. Our sousaphone holders, if you ever want to see them, they're on the wall. You can see them from the window. Otherwise, just thank you all for coming. And our next concert for the band side of things will be April 14th. It is a Monday. That will be 5 through 12. So it'll be a pretty big concert, but it should be a lot of fun. And it's always fun to hear how far the 5th graders have progressed. All right, so thank you for coming. And we are going to close out tonight with American Flourish. Thank you again for coming. Junior high, you can also come up the stairs and go get your stuff and put it away. All right, drive home safe, and I look forward to seeing you at our next concert.